All right, welcome everyone. Let's get some cameras on here. There we go. I think we have Jacob with us as well. Jacob, you got me loud and clear? There he is.
Thank you.
All right, and I think I've got the presentation pulled up for you guys, so you should be able to see my screen here. Is that looking good, everyone? You should be able to chat with us using the poll or the chats fields here in GoTo. So feel free to put in questions. We will be holding a question session at the very end of this, so definitely if you're curious about anything market time related, go ahead and put it in the questions and we'll be able to read that towards the end. All right, I think our presentation's up and running, Jacob, so we can kick this thing off.
All right, fantastic. Thank you all for making time during this holiday week. We're very excited to talk through a little bit about what Market Time has been up to over the course of the year. I will share a couple thoughts to kick off, and then I'll hand it off to Doc to walk through some of the top features that were released this year, which I imagine many of you are using, but perhaps some of you are not using all of them, so we're excited to talk through those. Doc, you want to flip me the next slide?
There you go.
Before we jump into the details and the new features that we released this year, I just wanted to speak a little bit about where Market Time is and where we're going and how we think about our role in supporting your business. Our vision is to enable trusted networks to conduct commerce more efficiently. And that means that can be the network between a sales agency and a brand, between a rep and a buyer, between an association and their members. In all cases, we want to emphasize and support those trusted networks and help you all conduct your B2B commerce more efficiently. So everything we're doing is all focused on that. And underpinning that is a couple core beliefs that I just wanted to share. One is that trust matters. We believe that buyers and sellers would rather work in an environment where they know each other and they can trust each other. We believe that great sales agencies and sales representatives can add significant value both to their vendor partners and to their buyers. And we believe that omni-channel is the preferred buying method. And so buyers and sellers want the best of the digital experience. So all the things that digital provides, whether that's seamless reordering, ordering at midnight, ability to see products anytime, anywhere on their phone or on their iPad or on their computer. So they want all the best of digital, but that we also believe that the in-person experience is critical. And I think the success that many of you have had in person at markets and out on the road reinforces that. So buyers do not want to just have the digital experience. They really crave the in-person experience, which brings touch and feel of products, inspiration through conversations with peers, through sellers, and with others that are at these events. And then the networking and education, which can be done digitally, but we've seen is far more effective in person. So for all those reasons, we believe that people want and will crave going into 2022 the best of the digital experience, but also the best of the physical experience. And that to do all this, the industry needs great technology that supports the existing ecosystem. So supports the brands, supports the agencies, supports the salespeople, supports the buyers, supports the associations. So great technology that supports those trusted networks and ultimately makes everyone more effective and more efficient. And so our 120-person team, after the acquisition of Brainwise, which we completed in October, is focused on that. So we have teams in Denver, our home base in Dallas. We have members on one coast to the other. We have team members in California and Seattle and New York City. And then we have our team in Surat, India, which is now 60 strong, working every day to power the development to help you all succeed. So we're very excited about the success that you all have had this year and about the features that we've launched which we hope are contributing to your success. Before Doc jumps into the specifics, I'll just say this year, I'm looking at our dashboard, so it's up to date. I'm seeing $1.5 billion of orders flowed through just the MarketTime platform, and when you combine that with the Brainwise platform, that'll be close to or over 4 billion. So I don't know if that's record, but it's really strong volume, and just speaks to the power both of the platform and of all of the relationships that you will have with your customers. And that $1.5 billion came across over 700,000 orders, with over 200 agencies or brands writing orders, and thousands upon thousands of brands fulfilling those orders on behalf of hundreds of thousands of retailers. So the scope of the ecosystem is really impressive, and we're very proud to be a part of your business. And obviously, what's been a trying 2 years, and we can't know what the future holds next year, but we're focused on continuing to deliver great technology, and we always welcome your feedback. So thank you all for your trust. And with that, I'll let Doc jump into some of the awesome features we delivered this year, and hopefully you find it interesting.
Definitely. Well, thanks, Jacob, for that. Yes, that is the whole point of this webinar. We wanted to put together just a brief list of all the what we felt is the most impactful new features we rolled out, or new enhancements and improvements we rolled out in the year of 2021. A lot of these you guys are going to be definitely familiar with from maybe our previous webinar series. Some of them maybe not. And so we definitely wanted to go through and touch each base on one of these points. Once we get finished with this part of the webinar, we're going to transition over to just a real quick overview of our recent meeting with the entire team here in Dallas, Texas, and then we'll close it up with some Q&A. So again, if you guys didn't hear me earlier, you can use the questions pane in GoToWebinar and queue up your questions. We're not going to answer them as the webinar goes forward, but we'll make sure to get to them towards the very end. All right, so I've got put up on my screen here what we considered as the most impactful enhancements of our MarketTime platform in our 2021 year in review. And the first and foremost, is our branded B2B e-commerce websites. That definitely was, even though this list is in no order of prioritization, that I believe was the most impactful improvement made to the MarketTime platform. So many of you probably on this call already have B2B e-commerce platforms. Some of you might not, but in the year of 2021, I think it was actually towards the end of 2020, maybe January 2021, we rolled out our new branded B2B e-commerce websites. And what this is essentially the ability in MarketTime, if you have an order writing subscription, to stand up your own e-commerce website where you can invite your customers to, you can put it as a link on your own website and give access to your customers to go on and shop through your brand or brands of products. And they're able to log in, you can approve them. They can shop, place their own orders for your brands, and those orders flow right through MarketTime. It's got tons of customization to it, so I'm actually going to bring it up on my screen here just to be able to show you guys what it looks like. So give me 1 second. And let me make sure audience view is watching it. Yes, it looks like the audience view now has my MarketTime dashboard. So this is MarketTime. This is your order writing subscription. The B2B e-commerce website sits here under settings. And this is where all of the configuration sits. And so if you're looking to customize your B2B website with your own color schemes, your own logos and pictures and media, you're able to do that all from within the platform. You don't need a secondary platform to do this. You don't need to hire your own, web developers. It's all very easily done in MarketTime. And you're simply able to, customize it, make it look and feel like your customers are shopping on your website. And you can see here's my demo platform of a B2B e-commerce website. Your buyers are able to, of course, register if they don't have an approved login. And then once they do get logged in, they're able to shop all your brands, all of your categories of products, and try to find items they want to purchase. Now, the shopping experience is, very easy for your buyers to go on here and shop. They're able to choose brands that they like. If you do have multi-brand setup, they're able to search by categories, and once they find orders, items that they want to put on their order, they're able to choose their quantities. They're able to build their own shopping cart. If you are a rep agency utilizing this B2B e-commerce website, it is multi-line, meaning they can order from all of your brands. If you're a manufacturer or a supplier using the website, they can, of course, order from your brand only, and it applies all the wholesale rules to make sure they do meet the minimums. They're able to check out their cart, and then on the checkout screen, this is, of course, where they're able to choose their payment terms. They're able to supply credit cards on these orders and submit the orders through into your brand or agency. And so this by far was the most impactful, release that we did in 2021. So even though it was early 2021, we wanted to count it in this one, because I think right now we've probably stood up over 60 B2B websites for customers, where they're able to now start getting business online for their wholesale. And that is why it came in at number 1. Number 2 is our shoppable catalogs with optical character recognition, or OCR. This was also a very impactful feature that we had released in 2021. And essentially, it's being able to take a PDF catalog, import it into MarketTime, and have MarketTime automatically hotspot that catalog. Hotspotting meaning putting little buttons on the catalog and make it orderable, make it interactive. So now sales agencies and suppliers are able to upload their PDF catalogs, share those with your customers, and then they're able to flip through it and create their own order from that catalog itself. These shoppable catalogs are uploaded into MarketTime. So if you're a supplier, manufacturer, or a sales agency, you're able to upload these into your MarketTime account, no additional charge. This was a free feature we had added into MarketTime just to better help supply the wholesale industry and getting customers to shop with catalogs like they've always been. This is a feature that has been on our mind for a long time, and we released it probably mid-year 2021. And so I'm going to show you an example of that right now as well. So whenever it starts, your very first step is to upload the PDF catalog, and you can do that under the manufacturer brand page. You'll see an option, a tab down here for documents. And under documents, you have a button for publish digital catalogs. The normal upload button, that was done 2020, not this year, but it is a very helpful feature where you're able to upload just documents in general into MarketTime. So definitely very, very beneficial for the reps and suppliers if they have their own catalogs, Excel files, price lists, any kind of documents needing to be shared with your retailers. We have a lot more plans in the future for dealing with documents, such as being able to automatically send out credit applications and things like that. So the upload button is just for uploading documents in general, but the shoppable catalogs is done by clicking the Publish Digital Catalogs button. And so if you're wanting to upload it for a brand, it's really as simple as this. You find the brand, you're able to hit Publish Digital Catalogs. It's going to ask you to choose a PDF file, so you can just navigate and find that file on your computer. And it's going to load up that file into MarketTime. The simple 3-step process, the very first step is to click on the OCR button that you find in the top right-hand corner. That's, of course, going to use the optical character recognition to scan through your PDF file and make sure and find items, automatically create buttons out of them. Step 2 is that you're able to manually tag items. So if you are working with a PDF file that maybe is poor quality or has bad contrast between the background colors and the text colors, the OCR definitely is not 100% perfect. It's great, it works in most cases, but I have worked with a few suppliers and agencies where the PDF file is just very low quality or the contrast is all out of whack, so maybe the OCR doesn't work. But regardless, manually tagging will allow you to draw boxes around your items and tag them yourself to make this shoppable catalog. And then of course the last step is to save it. So we're going to go ahead and do the first step, which is OCR. Once you click on OCR, like I said, it's going to scan through all of the pages of your PDF catalog. And then if it's able to annotate or tag items, it'll show you a success screen right here. So I was able to tag 389 products in this catalog automatically. And now if you scroll through the PDF, you're able to see the tags are these little teal buttons. So what I just did is I made this PDF catalog shoppable just within a couple seconds, and it went through and tagged all of my items. Now, if it didn't tag an item, let's say it just missed an item and you still want to tag it yourself, that was what that second step is for drawing boxes. So you can use your box button up here at the top. I use the rectangle, and you're able to just simply draw a box where you want to create the button and use your link button right here to link it to an item in your database. So very straightforward to be able to do it yourself if you need to go through manually and tag them. Hopefully the OCR works great for you and it's just able to tag them up all for you, because that was our goal in releasing these shoppable catalogs here in 2021. Because if we did it, we wanted to make it easy. We had heard in the past from customers that, taking a 100-page catalog and making it shoppable is a hefty task that takes days and days and days to complete. So that was our goal in the OCR technology, is to where you can do it in seconds. All right, so our last step is to save and publish. So we're going to go ahead and save this test catalog. Give it a thumbnail image as well. And we're going to publish it. So once this catalog is published, I'm going to take you through the steps of order writing and how this can be used in MarketTime. So see, I've got my shoppable catalog uploaded. So now from the order writer's perspective, if you're a salesperson or you're a rep for a supplier that's in a trade show or out on the road, whenever you go through your normal order writing process, once you choose your customer, there's a tab up here at the top for digital catalogs. And then this is where you're able to find the digital catalogs that have been uploaded for the brand or brands that you represent. And once you click on it, it's going to load up that PDF catalog relatively quickly. And like I said, you're able to flip through it and order from it. And it's going to have each one of those little shoppable links right here, where you can click on the link and add the item to your cart. It even makes a cool swish sound. So that's definitely one way to do it. And then of course, if you are using our B2B website technology, meaning your customers are able to access your agency or your brand through their own branded B2B e-commerce website, you'll see a shoppable catalogs button here as well on the brand page. See, shop catalogs, and of course, right there. That means retailers are able to go to your website, log in, and then shop your shoppable catalogs, create their own orders by flipping through PDF pages. So that is definitely pretty cool. That came in at second in our year in review list of important features that impacted our customers the most. What came in third is the showcase feature, and this one is relatively new as well. This one's kind of an out of the box idea, and so I think it's best to show you to describe what this one is. So let me bring over my second screen. All right. So a showcase is where you can take a set of items in MarketTime, lump them together in a category, and then send those out to your customer in a website link, a URL. And this allows customers to create their own orders online, similar to the B2B e-commerce website, but this one's really branded around making it easier. This one makes it to where your customers don't even need to log in to be able to shop these items. You're able to send them together your own collection, your curated collection of items, and they're able to flip through that curated collection and add those items to their cart. And so how these are set up in MarketTime is going to be, of course, again, under your order writing subscription. You're going to go into your browse button over here on the left-hand side and navigate to showcase. You can see I've got a showcase created here, top 10 Halloween items. You see I created it quite a while ago, but this is my favorite one to use because I also have it branded towards Halloween colors. You'll see a lot of different customizable settings here where you're able to change the background color, the secondary colors, text colors, all of this. You're really able to make it beautiful for your customers and make it a good shopping experience. The big difference between this one, there's two big differences between the showcase and your B2B e-commerce website. The first difference is that the showcase, you're able to assign items to it. So for example, this one's top 10 best-selling Halloween items. I chose 10 items to add to it. The B2B website is really more freeform, allowing your customers to go and shop items themselves, just like most other e-commerce websites, but in the wholesale world. The showcase is just your own curated collection of items. The second big difference is that they don't have to log in anymore. It's going to send them this website link, and then they're able to just go and create their own shopping cart from the showcase without you actually having to make them log into it. Now, once you do create your showcase, you're able to select customers from your database. So I can just go through and choose different customers from the online database in MarketTime. You can write them a specific subject header as well as a body message, and then send that showcase of items out to your customers. It's going to send them a very nice personalized email, which has a link in it to take them to the showcase, and then they're able to shop and place an order for those items. You'll see a preview button here on the showcase page that does allow you to preview the showcase. See, it's going to take me back to that showcase where, again, the customer can see those items and order from them if they choose to. Add to cart. And once you send it out, it has an email history button that's going to allow you to do some tracking. This will show you what all customers you've sent this showcase to, and it's also going to show you if you've received any orders based off of these showcases. So this tool was incredibly impactful for customers during the year of 2021. I've heard tons of success stories from rep agencies utilizing these for training purposes. That's a good example where you bring on a new sales rep and you already have a preset list of showcases out for maybe your top 5, top 10 brands. I've used it. I've seen it used by suppliers whenever they come out with new items or price changes for certain items. They'll develop a showcase and instruct their sales reps about the new showcase, and then their sales reps are able to use that showcase to send or target to their specific types of category and customers, send it out that way. And then also for sales agencies, I've heard about them using it for new lines that they pick up. So if you're an agency and you pick up a brand new line for 2022, you definitely want to utilize the showcase feature to create just maybe like the top 10 best-selling items for that brand, or I've even seen it used seasonally. So maybe a good idea for your Valentine's orders is put together a showcase for the top 25 best brands for Valentine's Day.
Hey Doc, I'll add one thing on that. You know, in a world now where there's many wholesale online marketplaces, which buyers are testing out, right? So some buyers are embracing it, other buyers are not. I think that showcase feature is more powerful than ever, because any buyer that has shopped even once on an online wholesale marketplace is likely getting daily or weekly emails from that site asking them, you know, prompting them with items to try to get them to come back. And they're using artificial intelligence or algorithms to try to determine what that customer might be interested in. And the power of the showcase feature is, you know, you don't need a computer, right? You have your teams which know these customers better than a computer will. So in some ways, it gives your team the power to be in constant contact, even if you can't jump on the phone with every customer, and give them a targeted recommendation on what they might buy. And so I feel that this is a super powerful feature, and we're going to continue to invest in it because I think it's a strong advantage over, you know, a nameless, faceless online wholesale marketplace.
Very good point, definitely. I'm just moving things over to this screen because I think it looks a lot better, whatever. There we go. All right, there's your full screen. I think you guys can see the showcase a little bit better using the full screen instead of my small laptop.
And Doc, I think you mentioned this, but it also does not require a sign-in, so it makes it very easy for your buyers to access the products and easily place an order.
Definitely, yes. Yeah, that was one of the second big difference between the B2B e-commerce website and the showcase, is that you don't have to log in. For the B2B e-commerce website, you do need to have your retailer, of course, get registered and approved for logging in and shopping on your B2B e-commerce website, but showcase, it's nice and simple. All right, so let's see. Next step is going to be improved import automation. That was what we felt was definitely impactful in terms of efficiency for 2021. Is in MarketTime we added the ability to import not only commissions, but customers and orders. And so now in your order writing subscription in MarketTime, you're able to, from an Excel file or CSV file, import in mass customers. So like, let's say you bring on a new brand and you're an agency, and that brand supplies you with new customers. You're able to import all of the customer details in bulk from an Excel file, bill to, ship to, contact information. That was hugely impactful because before that, obviously, manually entering in customers or having to send it through to our development team to have them import it, just not as efficient as doing it yourself. So if you do have your own order writing subscription in MarketTime and you are needing to be able to maybe move over some new customers from your ERP system into your order writing platform, then just import them from an Excel file. I'll show you where that's done in a second. Same thing for orders and commissions. So if you are, needing to import a bunch of order history into MarketTime to really make the reports, best-selling item reports, year-over-year sales reports more beneficial, then you're able to dump those orders in from an Excel file or a CSV file. And then lastly, commissions. That's something that we've had for a really long time in our RepTime platform, and we've added it into MarketTime for the year of 2021. And that, of course, is being able to batch import all of your commission records from an Excel file. And so if you are doing order writing and you're utilizing our commission tracking capabilities in MarketTime, which is extremely beneficial, and if you're not, you probably should, this, instead of having to manually key in these commissions, you can just import them from an Excel file. All right, so this can be located whenever you're in MarketTime over on your left-hand side. Let me get rid of this. The first one's going to be importing in your customers. And those can be found, of course, under the customer screen. So you're just going to go here under customers, and then you'll see an option for import customers. Now, thanks to Jeremy and our support team just as a whole, we have a ton of guides for this. So I know importing can be complex to some of you because Excel can be challenging, especially whenever you have to match up fields appropriately. Make sure you do have all the required columns of data. There are very specific requirements to these imports, and you'll see them listed right here under file requirements. So for example, whenever you're importing in customers, there are certain required fields such as a name. Customers have to have a name, an address, things like that. And you'll find helpful import guides under each one of these import screens. So the import customer template is found here under customers and then import customers. Like I said, this will walk you through importing in an Excel file or a CSV file filled with all of your new customers that you want to import. The next one's going to be your order importing. That can be, of course, found under orders on your left-hand side. If you go under orders and then import orders. It's very similar here. It does require you to have an Excel file or a CSV file. We have a helpful template that you can download right here to be able to easily put your order data into our template, just to make importing much more efficient. Same thing here, there are specific fields that are required to be able to import your orders in mass, such as PO number, manufacturer ID, order date, ship date, all that good stuff. And you're able to walk through the wizard to import those. Last one's going to be your commissions. Those can be found under order payments, and then you'll see import commissions right here. To be able to import your commissions, first step is you choose your brand, your manufacturer. Second step is to choose a check. A commission check is required to be able to import your commissions, and if you don't have a check, then not a big deal. Over here on your far right-hand side is a screen that's going to walk you through being able to add in your check on the fly. Now, similarities here, it must be an Excel file or CSV format. There are required fields for importing in your commissions. Have to have a PO number, have to have an invoice number, an invoice date, invoice amount, and commission amount. Now, thankfully, you don't have to worry about percentages because those should already be stored in MarketTime. And so as long as you have all of that required information in a basic Excel file, you're able to dump in all your commissions and hopefully save a ton of time by automating it. So yes, rounding out the year, I think the last one on that slate was being able to allow new customers to be imported. Like I said, we're always looking for ways to make things more efficient. And so if you are finding yourself doing a lot of data entry for something, whether it's orders, commissions, or adding in new customers, just make sure you look into being able to import those into MarketTime, and that'll save you some time. All right. Next one's going to be our manufacturer account upgrades. This is where we kind of improve the ability to add in more different types of media for manufacturers and suppliers. You'll see here I listed movies, GIFs or GIFs, however you pronounce it, as well as item documents for products. And I had a pretty cool example here that I found from one of our customers, Schilling. You'll see here that you're able to upload item GIFs or GIFs. And what that is essentially just an animated image. What I have pulled up on my screen for you here, which I should describe first, is an item. This is one singular item in MarketTime, and there's a ton of information you can load up for your products. Some of that's brand new added, like manufacturer collections and categories. Some of it's been there for ages, like the ability to add in multiple items to your products, top view, side view, and things we added in 2021. One of those is the ability to have animated images or GIFs. You can also add in images that are PNG or JPEG. And then lastly, MP4s or videos. So if you do have videos for your products that you sell in MarketTime, definitely make sure to add those into MarketTime using the plus button over there on the right-hand side. And you can also add in GIFs, up to 7 different media types per image, per item. So you can have a top view, a side view, left view, right view, add in a video and a couple GIFs, and then you've got a lot of information there loaded in for that item. And the last thing for items in particular that we added in for 2021 is the ability to attach documents. And so if you do have spec sheets, different types of dimension sheets, or I don't know if there's any required documents that you need to attach to send these orders to the retailers, but that was the purpose of adding in item documents. And so it works just like all the other documents fields, just like I showed you under manufacturers, how you can load in catalogs. Here you're able to upload Word documents, Excel files, PDFs, PowerPoints if you need to, and attach these to the item itself. Again, that's what I've pulled up as one individual item. And once you have this done, then you're able to, of course, send orders to your customers, and it can automatically attach a link, a downloadable link to that document. So whenever your customers receive these orders, they'll be able to download that image from your email that MarketTime sends them. So that is definitely a pretty cool new feature. That item documents one, I haven't done a webinar about it yet because it literally just came out a few weeks ago. So that one is brand spanking new, but we've had GIFs in for a while. We've had in MP4s for a while. So if you guys or your brand suppliers aren't utilizing those, they are pretty cool. I would definitely recommend it, especially on B2B websites. They look fantastic. All right, so wrapping it up, the last one that we wanted to cover, what we felt as one of the most impactful, stepping stones as far as this one to getting us to going global is adding in the ability to have multi-currency and then multi-language. And so this is something we've been wanting to do for a while. As we keep growing and growing, we're working with brands, we're working with suppliers and agencies that are, all around the country. A lot of them for the longest time have been in Canada, and so we've added in the ability for CAD as well as French language to support all of our customers and brands over in Canada. We've been going across the pond, so over in Europe, we've added in, the currencies from Europe, like as well as languages from Europe, and then I believe Jacob also, we have Australian dollar. What am I missing here? Are there any other ones you can think of?
I think those are the ones we're focused on
Yep.
at the moment.
Yeah, with definitely other ones on our plate, we're hoping to add in a lot more, currencies as well as rupees, South African rands. We're doing a lot of this by request and also by markets that we're looking to target. And so if you are, your brand is currently, being sold internationally and you're in a market that we don't have covered yet, definitely feel free to leave us some feedback on that. We can make sure we have it on the roadmap. All right, guys. Well, last thing I wanted to cover is another big thing that certainly impacted us and will, of course, positively impact all of our customers is the Brandwise acquisition. So we did many webinars for this. I'm sure everyone on this one knows about it already, but just in case you didn't, we did acquire one of our largest competitors, Brandwise, just here probably about a month and a half ago, and now we are a much bigger team. And I have some pictures of our all hands meeting here in December. We got all the Brandwise team from Colorado in the Denver area, shipped them down here to Dallas, and we had a big get together where we got to formally meet everyone. It was really great, and I've got some pictures from that. But I did want to bring Jacob back to just kind of talk about the Brainwise acquisition and where that leaves us going into 2022.
Yeah, we couldn't be more excited. I think it's two companies that have been focused on serving this industry for the past 25 plus years with a very common mission. And by coming together, it gives us even more capabilities and scale to deliver faster and deliver better. In the interim, there's no change to the product. We're continuing to support both the MarketTime platform and the Brandwise platform. And we're looking forward to, over the next 12 months, working to bring the best of both platforms together. So no change in the near term, but I think exciting news for the industry and exciting news for our team as we look to deliver features that support all your businesses. So we've been super happy about the way the teams have come together and very excited for next year.
Very excited. So I've just went through a few slides of the meetings here, and of course, we have an ever-expanding team in India as well. This is from our all-hands meeting that we had a couple weeks ago here in Dallas, where we were able to visit the old Parkland campus, have a lot of good dinners and side meetings, setting goals for 2022. And this is where we wanted to go ahead and wrap things up. So we have about another 15 minutes in this webinar, and we definitely wanted to open it up for questions as well. See if you guys have maybe some questions about what we covered in this webinar, the top 5 features or year-end review features that we felt that were most impactful to both ours and your business. So Market Time, we want to know what else we can do to support your business. That's a thought starter for our question and answer portion of this webinar. We also wanted to know just we hear it a lot from our customers, like different competitive pressures that they're facing. Obviously, in 2020, huge pressures from outside for everyone with COVID. How can Market Time help you retain your customers and reach new customers? And so, like I said, we're ever expanding on our development team, and so we're adding in new features that we're feeling feedback from, or that we have our own team looking for, doing research and development to figure out how we can best help our customers and help our customers reach new customers. So if you have ideas for that, definitely put those in the questions pane. And then also, what are you most looking forward to in 2022? We've had a few webinars covering things that we are releasing for 2022. If there was something that you had talked to one of our members here at Market Time about, and you're looking forward to it in 2022, what are those things, or what do you want us to do in 2022? Looks like we got.
Yeah, looks like we got a lot of questions. Doc, you wanna walk us through them? Do you see the list as well?
I'm trying to pull it up. Let me 1 second. There we go. Perfect. All right. So looks like we got a first question from Elizabeth Ryan. She says, can you link a catalog on the showcase so they can order items not on the showcase? Don't think so. That is not something that we've done yet, Elizabeth. That is something that's certainly interesting. So being able to, are you talking about linking just a document in general, like a PDF catalog, or maybe a shoppable catalog? Have we thought about that, Jacob? That's interesting, being able to link a shoppable catalog in your showcase.
It's a good idea.
That's an amazing idea. I can always rely on Elizabeth to come up with amazing ideas. So nope, not yet, Elizabeth, but great idea there. Certainly going to write that one down. Christina has said, can you use multiple vendors on the showcase? Yes, you can. Yep. So whenever you are, let me bring my screen up again. All right, am I sharing the right screen? Yes, I am. Okay, so whenever you do showcases, Christina, the second step, once you create the initial showcase with the image, the title, subtitle, and description, the second step is to actually assign items to it. And you'll notice whenever you assign items, it's going to show you across all your brands. And so you are able to pick and choose across all your brands and to add items to that singular showcase. So if you're doing a top 10 Valentine's Day item list, you can go through all your brands and pick out what you think's best. We got Rick Sherman says, can a non-B2B agency use the digital catalogs that are listed in their manufacturer list? I clicked on Aurora and it came back as not available. Yes, you definitely should be able to do that, Rick. The B2B e-commerce, or sorry, the catalogs, the shoppable catalogs are not specific to B2B websites. Like, you should be able to use them in your order writing capacity as a salesperson, whether it's on the website, like I had showed you, or on the app. We've added in the shoppable catalogs on the app as well. And so you definitely should be able to do that on both platforms, regardless of if you have a B2B e-commerce website or not. Alan's has a question. When choosing customers for the showcase option, will there be a way to choose all accounts from a specific category? This way, a rep would not have to choose one at a time each time. Yep, that is planned as well, where we're able to categorize. We're using the categories in a lot of places for like the email blast. I think we had talked about that one, and then also reporting by customer category. So yes, that will be available soon. Tim has a question. Will the ability to import direct orders be released shortly? I really hope so. I'm not sure if we have an update next on which sprint that's going to be available on, Tim, but that is a very in-demand request to be able to have direct orders imported.
Yeah, we're focused on delivering it. I don't want to commit to a date that we're not going to hit, but we are focused on delivering it.
Yep.
Good question.
Very important one, Tim. All right, so Elizabeth Ryan, just so they can order items more than on Showcase. Not sure what that means. Kenneth Gray has a question. What are you doing to improve the app for in-store services? Speed, eliminate duplication. I know we are definitely investing a lot in the app development team, specifically the iOS one, Kenneth, for customers that have what am I trying to say? They have told us about like maybe speed issues on older devices that they're using. We do want to make sure that we're able to support and make sure our app is very fast for the sales reps that are using it whenever they're out on the road.
And we actually, we heard that feedback, and so we're in the process of trying to develop a performance mode that would effectively remove all the pictures from the app and take a number of actions on the back end to try to optimize for speed. I don't have a firm release date on that, but we've scoped it out and the dev team is working through it because we did hear that request. So again, we'll trade off some things in the app, like all the images, which are one of the main things that can slow it down, but we hope that that improves the speed if that's of paramount importance when you're taking that type of action.
All right, Christina says, how do they order off Showcase if they don't have a login? Oh, so that's the best thing about Showcase, Christina, is that they don't even need a login. And to kind of show you an example here on my screen. All right, so this is what your customers get whenever you send them a showcase. So here's your showcase of items. They'll get this in an email, and so whenever they click on it to access it, see, notice there's not a login. They don't have to log in at all because in MarketTime, you already have this customer's information. You have their address, you have their name, you have their contact information. And so there's no reason for your customer to need to log in because you're actually inviting that customer to shop that specific showcase. And so, yeah, whenever they click on the link, they don't need to log in. They just go to, it takes them to this website automatically. They're able to go through and add items to their order that they want to from this showcase. And that order just comes right into your MarketTime for that customer.
It's a great complement to your B2B website. So your B2B website is always up 24/7, full product data, all the shoppable catalogs. So it gives that ability to make sure that whenever a buyer wants to buy something, if you can't talk to them on the phone or you can't meet them on the road, your product's ready for them. Showcase is more targeted in that, if you send 50 items, it's probably not a very effective showcase. So it's more targeted and it takes some thought, but that's, I think, the power of it is that, you know your customers better than anyone. And so by being able to be targeted and send them whatever set of products you think will catch their interest at that day and that week is what makes it powerful. And so, right, as Doc said, because you're sending the invite, there's no need for a login, whereas on the B2B site, need to log in to make sure not just any person can come see all your items and your pricing.
All right. Tim LaFrancis says, will item stock be available on app soon? Yes, it will be. That is another item stock as well as next available date, Tim. Those are going to be available on the app. We did make them available on the B2B websites as well as, of course, in the main website, the cloud, for whenever you guys use it to write orders. For what Tim's talking about, it is like in-stock numbers as well as next available dates that you can see. Those are going to be added into the app as well very soon. Kurt says, can individual reps choose which accounts are emailed the showcase? Yes, they can. They can even design their own showcases, Kurt. So that is under the showcase feature. Whenever you're ready to send the showcase out, there's a little email envelope right there. And so this is where the individual reps can choose which customers they want to send these showcases out to. They can use the search bar at the top to search and find it, and then just check the checkbox for the ones they want to send it to. Elizabeth, one more question, suggestion. Would love the ability to mark individual customers as no back orders. Can you not do that? Let's see. All right, that is a suggestion. Good suggestion. Oh, John's got a good point. Very good point, John. I didn't think of that. But hey, John Brown says Showcase is great for customers you have to write sample orders for. So yeah, I mean that's another great example. Sample orders are, I guess, maybe even assortments where you create a sample order, a showcase in this example, and you can send that to your customers, and then from that sample order, they're able to, of course, generate their own PO for the items that they want to order from. That is great. All right, I think that is all the questions. We have a couple more minutes, guys, so if you do want to stick around, we'll be happy to answer any more questions for you. You know, if you were satisfied with this email, definitely shoot us an email back and let us know what you thought about this webinar. We're going to have many more planned for 2022. And so if you guys have thoughts or content that you'd like to see, definitely let us know.
I'll give maybe a quick plug for a couple exciting things coming in the new year. One exciting thing coming will be MT Pay, which will allow buyers to upload their credit card or their bank account once and get instantly approved for credit so that they can buy now and pay later. And we'll then offer that service to brands so that brands can immediately get paid when they ship. And so that'll be offered to brands for a reasonable fee. We'll both process their credit card and take that load off of them and extend net terms on their behalf. So benefit for a buyer is single digital wallet, single credit approval, ability to buy now, pay later. Benefit for a brand is the ability to never process a credit card, never process a credit application again, and effectively outsource that. And we'll use our collective scale to deliver credit card processing and credit terms at what we believe is a very attractive rate. So we're super excited for that. We believe it's a game changer and ultimately will help brands grow their business with all of you and help reps get paid faster because the brand will get paid right upon shipment and MT Pay will handle all of the collection risk. So look for more to come on MT Pay, but we're very excited about that. I think it's going to drive tons of efficiencies. We're also going to roll out shoppable images, just like they're shoppable catalogs. For those that have a B2B site, we'll have shoppable images that you can embed that further support the buying experience. And then we'll also be rolling out shoppable video for those that have B2B sites, where you can, if you have a video of one brand's products or multiple brands, you can embed product prompts directly in the video. So someone on your website can click the video and shop. So just two things I'd throw out there, many more things coming as well, but two interesting features that we think will deliver a lot of value. We're excited about.
Mm-hmm. Totally agree with that. Yeah, MT Pay is probably the one I'm most excited for because as one of our clients said, it's the biggest thing since the fax machine for the wholesale industry. So that's pretty big because I know the fax machine was quite intuitive. And then also I saw a copy of the Shoppo videos we were doing yesterday came around in our internal emails, and that definitely looked really cool. So if you guys are interested in either one of those features, definitely reach out to me and I can key you in on it. But I think that's all the questions. Thanks, guys, for joining in. If you registered for this webinar, you will be sent a recording of it tomorrow. And so this will get done compiling. You'll get sent a recording. If you wanted to share it with a friend or a colleague or something like that, you'll be able to tomorrow once you get emailed. But yeah, thanks for joining, guys. Thanks, Alan. If I don't talk to you guys before then, I hope you have a happy holidays and a happy new year. And looking forward to seeing everyone in January. If you guys are going to be at trade shows, let us know. We'll definitely have many, people at like the big trade shows, so Atlanta, Vegas, of course, here in Dallas. If you guys are coming in Dallas, stop by the office. If for those of you that haven't seen it in a while, we've made some improvements to it. Definitely stop by our office if you're in Dallas for the January trade show, and we have beer and coffee, snacks. So come by and see us. It'd be great to see everyone. Awesome, Wendy. I'll see you here
Thank
in
you
Dallas.
all. We appreciate it. Have a great holiday.
Thanks, guys.